Hello everyone, I'm just setting up the computer just to make sure that I'm going live in the right place. Just waiting for that to come up now, so just bear with me a moment. Might have to refresh my page because it doesn't seem to be coming up. Just check that I am live and I'm not talking to myself. Yes, it is live. Right, let's refresh the page and see where we go from there. There we go. Right, let's refresh the page and see where we go from there. There we go. Right, we're here. It's a funny thing that it used to just click straight on, and I used to be able to see the video go live on my page straight away, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. But as long as we know, we can refresh the page straight away and then it'll be there. So more tech. And as you who know me, I'm not very good at tech. So anyway, welcome to Babsie's Card Making and Crafting. This is Babsie. I'm Babsie, and I've bringing to you some cards that I've made using the in colours from 2019 to 2021. And we're using the beautiful Friendship stamp set. Now this stamp set's been used right across YouTube with one sheet wonders and beautiful cards, and I just thought we'd use it as a focus to use a single colour to start with. So we had Rococo Rose on Rococo on Very Vanilla, and then backed on Rococo Rose. Then we've got Seaside Spray, Posy. Oh, what is it now? Oh dear. Purple Posy, that's right. Purple Posy. Dearie me. Terracotta Tile and Pretty Peacock. Now they are the colours, and I'd like to show you the cards that I did on Monday. So here is the Terracotta Tile. So this is just basically stamping the hydrangea stamp here, either side, bringing in the leaves, this one, and you've got second generation and third on there. And then this lovely little Buddleia or Wisteria stamp again on first and second generation. And then afterwards I thought I might step it up a bit more, so I think you saw me stamp and cut these out, but we didn't actually get to putting them on the card, so that's that one. And then this one is a Purple Posy. Very, very subtle, this one. I have actually used the Purple Posy stamp ink pad here, but you can see why they had stamping up had taken it off, because it's not stable enough. So this is the effect that the ink gave after a little while. I've had no problem with it up until now, other than the fact that I haven't used it that much. But obviously, prepping these cards and using the ink pad over and over again, this is the result that some of the crafters were getting, and that's why it was withdrawn. So to get this colour, you can use Highland Heather as a second generation, and that pairs really nicely with the card. But that's again just a different way round. Now this one's Rococo Rose, and these are the ones, the flowers that I added later on, I think. But that again is just the same as the Purple Posy, only I cut a centre in the middle and dropped it down, and then just put this part up on dimensionals and put the circle that I cut out just on the bottom, so it gives you that little ridge, and just added a bow. I think that's really sweet. And then this one is Pretty Peacock, and again just stamped exactly the same using first and generation stamps as we've done with the others, and this is using the square dies, excuse me, and just using 2 sizes. So you cut this one out and then the inner one, and then I've done that twice and just pop one inside the other and the greeting in the middle. So very simple. And this one is the Seaside Spray. Again, backing exactly the same, and I cut the middle out of this one on the card, backed it onto the Seaside Spray card, cut this out in silver, and then adhered the top on there. So very simple, very quick cards to make. Now I did these as a plain card originally. So if you look at this one and take off this square, that's the card that I was looking at originally. So that you could make them really quickly, and then put them in a pack and give them away as birthday cards, or you could change the sentiment just to say thank you, or we're missing you, or sympathy, or anything like that you could use. Or you could do a one of each, and then gift them as a present. That was the idea. But then when I started to play, I just couldn't resist putting a few more elements on. And I think you would agree, it doesn't take long to put these little elements on, and they really do step the card up. So that was Monday's. And today we're going to put a few more elements in. So we've done a little bit of die cutting on the ones I was playing with on Monday, but now we're using a different ink pad. We're bringing in, on one of them, we're bringing in the white, Whisper White ink pad, or chalk white ink pad, I think it used to be called, but it's a Whisper White ink pad. We're going to use that. And we've got this lovely embossing folder, and we're using some beautiful ribbon. So let's clear these away, and then we can get started. Just put that to one side. Clear the card away. Hello Jenny, that's really nice of you to join me. I love the post of your card that you put up this morning. I think it was the one that you did. Have you done one earlier on today? Yes, I think you were live earlier on, weren't you? That's a lovely one. I'll have to have another look at that purple posy. I like that. No, not purple posy. I've got that on my brain now. I couldn't think of it earlier. Peony, the lovely peony stamp. Yeah. Right, so this is what we're going to do. We're using Seaside Spray, and I've cut the card slightly differently. So I've cut it, a large A4 sheet, scored this time at 5 7/8, and cut at 4 1/8. And this gives you this type of top fold card. Or you could have it this way, like this one, but today we're using it this way. And I've embossed this beautiful piece of vellum in that embossing folder from the Ornate Floral suite. And it's got all these lovely flowers on it. It's gorgeous, really gorgeous. And when you emboss on vellum, it looks like, excuse me, it looks like we've got a white edge to the flowers. And it's really lovely. I love embossing on vellum. So what I'm going to do is place this here, right in the middle of the card. Now, as I said, this is 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. And this panel is 3 1/4 by 5 7/8 because I'm taking it top to bottom. So I'm going to adhere that with some tape because I wonder if that's going to show. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's going to show through that. Maybe I'll just adhere it here where we've got the panel. So we're going to put a panel across here that we're going to stamp on. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll leave it until I finish the panel. That might be better. Oh dear. Right, here we go. So I'm going to bring my mat in because these are photopolymer stamps. They need a mat behind. Yes, prize peonies. Thank you, Jenny. I got lost in my own thoughts then when I was talking about purple posy. Funny how your brain works sometimes. Right, so we're going to use this large flower here, and we're going to keep the colour as the backing. So this is going to be Seaside Spray, and because of the size of the stamp, I like to take the ink pad to the stamp. So there we go. So hopefully that's all inked up. If not, I'll be getting some more paper. Right, so just noticed I've caught the edge of the block there, and if I wobble it, it's going to go everywhere. So we're just going to place this down in this corner here. So right down, just hold it down for a few seconds just while the ink gets onto the paper. And that's left a lovely impression. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to quickly clean that. There we go. That'll do for now. And unlike the other cards, where I've kept one colour to go throughout, we are going to introduce one more colour, and it's the green. It's the Pear Pizzazz. So although I do love the blue of the other one, I do recognise that we do have to change it up just a little bit. So we just want this tucked in behind the rose here, so it means coming off the page, but that's fine. So we'll put one there, and we'll have another one there. And then on the other side, you'll be able to see this one a bit better. So if we have that one coming down here, and then we can do a second generation just on top of it beside. So that's that one. And then again in the cleaning it. And then we're going to bring in this lovely Buddleia or Wisteria, whichever you'd like to say which one it is. And I'm just going to curl this around on the side here. So first generation and then second generation. It's going to be really subtle, but I think it's just enough just to give that little bit of a look. So here again, we're going to just come up. Maybe I'll come from the back here if I turn that round, and then just come from here, and then I can do a second generation this way. And there's a little gap in the rose there, so that'll be fine. Clean that one off. And do we need to add anything to that? I think we do, really. There's a whole lot of white space on there. I'm having my sentiment on a different element. So maybe we'll bring in this little one here, and maybe we can squeeze one in here. What do you think? Can we have it on the side there or on the top there? Right, let's go for it. If we have one here, if I put that just to the side there, perhaps we can bring this one up on the side of that to keep it all together. There, like that. I might put another one in there actually, just so you get a little flurry. Oh yes, I like that. That sort of brought it a little bit together. So let's just clean that off, and I might go back in with the, oh, can't shut my box now. There we go. I might come back in the Pear Pizzazz and put a little bit of a leaf just in between those, that one in there, and this is the double leaf one. So if we just squeeze him in there, and then second, yes, oh yes, that's coming together. And I think what I'll do too is just put one in here as well, and I think that will complete the bottom as well. Yeah, I like that. So then we've got a green, the Pear Pizzazz coming all the way round the bottom. Yes, I like that oh, look, what a shame. I like that composition. That looks good. There we are. So I'm sure we can find a gem or something to put on there. So that's one. So that was quite straightforward and simple. So let's go back to our part here. So we said we're going to have this here, so we're going to adhere this here and here. I'll put my tape down, there it is. So just a little bit sort of there. If I do this bit first, and then we can see whether we can get away with actually putting tape on the bottom. If not, it doesn't matter. This will hold it anyway. So that's one. And two. Oh, it's not noticeable at all. Well, I might just stick a little bit later on. So just as I said, right at the top of the card, and try and centre it in the middle of the card. I think I've got that, basically. You can't see that tape at all. But that's fine. So this one is going to go on the top. Oh, that is looking really nice. I'm really pleased with that. Right, so that's going on the top. Should we put dimensionals on that? What do you reckon? I think it's going to look... Yes, I quite like the idea of dimensionals. Let's pop those on. So one in each corner. And then one there, and a couple in the middle. There we go. Gonna have to get a new box, new packet of dimensionals out now, aren't I? There we go, just using my little pokey tool. You can use the Take My Pick tool, that's a really good one, because that's got exactly the same element on the end. It's just that this is just a hand, so got my Take and Pick tool here. So you've got a pointy end at the other end that you can use. Really, really handy bit of kit this is. This has got some sticky gum glue that you can pick up your gems with, and that's really handy. So there we go, there's our card. Pop this over. This is going edge to edge as well, so you want that to center on the card. There we are, it's really nice. Whoa. And then the sentiment, I've pre-cut this. It's the layering over, no it's not, it's the one with the set. This is a stitched shaped framelits, and I'm using the second to smallest one. And I'm going to do this as a thank you, because I did the others as a birthday, so this one's going to be a thank you. Again in the Seaside Spray. Oh, hello Carol. That's very nice of you to join me. I hope you're okay, you're feeling okay today. So this is just going to be stamped in the middle. I'm just wondering, oh, here we go. I'm terrible when I change my mind. I'm just wondering, because I'm going to put it here, whether I could carry on those leaves on the top. What do you reckon? You think that'll go? Let's try it. If not, we can turn it over. So I'm going to use the little leaves because they are a little bit more daintier. Oh, make sure that's closed. That's better. Just that last clip. Right, let's bring in that pad and paper again. Sorry for me reaching over. But I did my first lot of cards without this on, and I made so many mistakes. So what I want to do is, because I was thinking of putting this down here, it's going to take over some of those green leaves. So I thought I might just introduce them on the corner. Something like that. Do you reckon that works? There we go. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, ooh, I'm really liking that. Oh, very nice. That was kind of an accident. That that wasn't planned at all. I was just going to have it plain. But then when I saw where I was going to put it, I thought, ooh, we might have to change that. But yes, very pleased with that. Isn't it lovely when a plan comes together? Or even no plan. So these are going on the bottom, hopefully. No, that's the top. We need to put these on the bottom because the top of this is going to rest on the card. So we don't really want to step it up too high. And I suppose I could have used the smaller dimensionals on these, but whatever's to hand is what I say. So let's pop that in there so we can get that together. Oh, I'm loving this. And then I was going to add a little bit of a bow. And I think that bow might just go up there. So let's do one. This is... No, I can't read German. Snowflake Splendor ribbon. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It has got lovely shimmer in it. And you've got these like pearlized edges. But it's not floppy like most ribbons. This is quite... I want to say starched, but... it's kind of, because it's stiff. And it makes the most beautiful bows. There we go. So one little bow up there. What do you think? Do you think that's worth a bow? I'll give you a moment to, while I'm fussing about with this, give you a moment to answer. If you don't like the bow, then we can use it on another project. It doesn't matter. But they are just lovely. You know, sometimes you just have something that really does look gorgeous. And I'm really happy with that. Yes to the bow. Lovely. Out come me glue dots. Here we go. So we've got one there, and I'm going to put one on, not that you really need it, because, as I said, this ribbon is quite stiff, so you don't really need it, but I always have a fear of these ribbons coming off the card. So I usually put either on the tails or on the bow itself. Oh my goodness. Well, I never expected it to turn out so beautiful as that. I hope you agree. That is just such a lovely card. I'm really proud of that. Right, so the next one we're going to do in white card. So we've got a white backing. And then we're going to put a piece of Rococo Rose over the top, and then in a similar vein, sorry, the card's round the wrong way, in a similar vein to the other one, we're going to have a strip going right across, but this time it's just going across the Rococo Rose part, and we'll be using this small rose to decorate it in a similar fashion, and we will bring in the Père Fazan's leaves as well. But with this one, I am going to edge this with this gorgeous ribbon. Now, look what that does to the Rococo Rose. Isn't that just gorgeous? So that's the plan. So let's put this on here to begin with. Oh no, I won't do that because I need to turn the ribbon round just in time. So let me make sure that that's the right way round. Yep. And this one, as I say, is going to be Rococo Rose. So we get the blue out the way before I stick my stamp in the wrong one. Oh, you like that, Carol? Yes, so do I. I'm really pleased. Right. So with this one then, we're going to have I want to come away a little bit from the edge because I want to get that oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. What have I got on there now? Oh, right, okay. That's a little bit of cotton that's been picked up when I had my stamp on the desk. And it's made a little bit of a blob, look. But we can do that. We can cover it up. It's no problem. Right, so that's the first one. So let's try again. Let's try and get a proper one this time. And then we'll have this one maybe up here. There we are. Oh, I'm stamping without the mat. No wonder it's not feeling right. There we go. So I just want to bring it in the cards just for a moment, just so I can get a feel of where they are. Right, so we want one maybe down here stamped off and maybe one up here stamped off. I don't want too many because I want to bring in that lovely buddleia. Careful not to rock that because I can see I've got some in the corner of that. Right, I think that was enough. Let me just take that off. And then that can go in and get cleaned. There we are. So the next one is the... I think that's going to be too big. I think it's going to be too big. I think we might go straight into the green. So there we are. There we are. And I think we might just... Is that going to look a little bit lonely, do you think? Let's see. We have a partial one like that. Oh no, that, oh, nearly. I'm terrible when I've got two stamp sets open. Let's do one there and there. Yes, I like that. And then we need to take one from the bottom. So we'll take that one here, I think, just in the corner. And that sort of gives it balance then, I think. I'm really tempted to put one in here, but I think that'll be too much. Perhaps stamp it off and put a little one in there. Ooh! Super, super. So there we go, that's that one cleaned. And I think I'm going to leave it at that because otherwise I will be like the other one and get all too much. Just leave it now because it's really nice and I don't want to. So this one's going to be a thank you card as well. So exactly the same. Just pop that in there. Just at the bottom. And then I'm going to bring some leaves, or I might bring the, yeah, I might bring the buddleia or wisteria in and just do that very faintly. So I stamp off and just bring that across the top. And maybe down the side. And then over that side as well. So it's just a little hint. So let's see how this card is coming together. So we've got the base card, we've got the layer, then we've got that over the top. Oh yes, lovely, lovely. And then this one was just going to sit just here somewhere. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of going the wrong way. Maybe I should have that down there and this one up. No, no. Oh, I'm not sure now. We'll fiddle it out in a minute. Right, so I've got my ribbon here. So what I'm going to do is going to be putting a thin strip of... I'm going to shut that up before something goes in it. A thin strip of double-sided tape. Trying to keep it as close to the edge as possible. There we are. And then we'll take that off. And then adhere the ribbon to that. Now if I use the graph paper, hopefully I'll get it spot on, but who knows. So that's, oh no, I can see that straight away, it's not gone right. There we go. So is that a bit better, do we think? Yeah, that looks good. Oh! Yep. I didn't check to see whether there was a wrong or right side to this, so I'm glad to say they're both the same size, so I'm glad of that, because otherwise I would have been in trouble. So again, just trying to get it equal. I think that's as much as we go. Oh, sorry, I've just wobbled the camera. I do apologise. So we're going to take that up to the top of the card there. And is there enough glue for that to stick? Not quite. Right, okay. So let's get a little bit of glue in here. So that can stick. I should have put that before I adhered that down. Again, let's get our graph paper, make sure we get that as straight as we can. Yep, that's good to go. Oh, come on, you've got to stay there now. You can't go anywhere else. Yep. Yep, that's good. Good. That's got stuck down. A little bit of double-sided tape just at either end to hold the ends of the ribbon in. Are you all still with me? I haven't bored you to tears yet. And then turning those over, it will help to keep the ribbon behind the card. There we are. And then some glue on the back of the card. And if I put a little strip of glue across the tape, come on, just a little bit, come on, come on, come on. All I need is a little bit, come on. Let's take a little bit off of there then. I'm not playing games now. That should do it. Right, back to the card. Oh, out of the way. Right, so let's get that in the middle of the card. Trying that, get that in the middle. There we are, and down it goes. Oh, it's a tad off. Yeah, it must have moved. Never mind, can't do anything about it now. It's not so bad. So I think we'll just put this thank you just down here, and we're going to set that up. So I've got, yeah, just use the last of my other dimensionals, I think. There we go. Pop that down there. And there we are, another lovely thank you card. I'm really surprised about these. I had the idea in my head, and oh, you know what I have forgotten? Well, no, I won't tell you now because it will spoil it. Oh dear, there was one crucial thing I was going to do, and that was to stamp this flower on this backing to make to use the white ink, and that's what I'm gonna done, but I've raced ahead and not done it, so I can't pick it off now. So maybe I'll make another card and you can see that one. So there we are, lovely, another little bow, and I can't decide where to put that one now. Or maybe you don't. Maybe we don't need this one. Oh, I don't know. I quite like that up there. We're going to have another bow, ladies. What do you think, Carol? Should we have another bow? I don't know whether Jenny's still with us. Such lovely ribbon. I think we ought to. Yes, a bow. Thank you, Carol. Oh dear. So again, I'm just going to put that little extra glue dot underneath the tails. And so I've got this, as I said before. There we go. There we go. Another lovely thank you card. I'm really pleased. Really pleased they've turned out really nicely. But yeah, it was going to be stamped at the base with the white ink, but I think that's turned out to be just a lovely, lovely card. And maybe if I have the urge to make another one, I might do that. But there we are, there's your cards today, using a little bit extra elements. And on Friday we'll be doing a fun fold, and I will definitely be doing the stamping with the white ink. We'll do that on a little bit of a fun fold. It's not going to be a complicated one, but yeah, we'll do a little bit of fun fold using the in colours, and see how we get on with that one. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. It's been really lovely to have your company, and for you to make comments and cheer me on and keep me going. Thank you so much. And if there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to message me, and I'll be pleased to help you. So have a good day, and it is brightening up out there, so have a good day, and maybe we'll see you Friday. Thank you for sharing with me. Bye bye for now.